Namaste viewers, welcome to Nana Degula channel. Today we will go to the next sutra of Patanjali from Kaivalya Pada. Kaivalya Pada Patanjali Sutra, 23rd sutra it is. Let us try to understand the meanings of each words and then what exactly it is trying to say. The sutra is draṣṭṛ-dṛśya-uparaktaṁ cittam sarvārtham. draṣṭṛ-dṛśya-uparaktaṁ. Draṣya-uparaktaṁ, that means draṣya-uparaktaṁ cittam sarvārtham. Now let us try to understand each of these words. Draṣṭṛ means what? The seer or the perceiver. Here the perceiver is Purusha, is none other than Purusha, the pure conscious. So this draṣṭṛ is not this body, draṣṭṛ is not these eyes, draṣṭṛ is not this panchendriyas, draṣṭṛ is not this mind, draṣṭṛ is not this intellect, draṣṭṛ is nothing. This is Purusha beyond all these things. draṣṭṛ-dṛśya. Dṛśya means the seen, the perceived object, or the experience that one gets. That is the external world, or even the internal thoughts also. They are external to this Purusha. This Purusha, the pure conscious is here. That is draṣṭṛ. The dṛśya is all things away from this Purusha, all things that are like it is mind, it is intellect, it is everything is there. Object, outside objects, experiences, external world and internal thoughts also. Whatever that is happening in the mind, dṛśya. Uparaktam. Uparaktam means they are colored. Raktam means coloring. Uparaktam, they are colored. That means influenced, rather affected. They look, whichever color you put, they look like that. That is how. Uparaktam means they are influenced by cittam. The mind or mento-emotional energy. So that is the thoughts, memory, emotions, etc. Cittam. Sarvārtham. That means having the potential to take on all forms or experiences. It can take any kind of experiences. It can take any kind of forms. All evaluating, multifunctional, all things, that is sarvārtham. In all ways, in all things, in all forms, in all kinds of experiences. This is draṣṭṛ-dṛśya-uparaktaṁ cittam sarvārtham. That means, to simply understand this, it can be simply understood as the mind, the chitta, it is influenced by both the seer and the seen. It becomes capable of comprehending everything. So now, he puts this mind here, he puts the chitta here, and then all these outside things, here, external things, including the emotions, including all the experiences, all these things which come from here. And the draṣṭṛ, that means that Purusha, what he calls it as Purusha, that individual thing, which gives some power to this Chitta. He puts it here. And then this is influenced by both. This is influenced by both the seer, this is the seer, and this is the seen. S-E-E-N, and then scenes also, or whatever that you see, whatever that you observe, that. So it is influenced by both. And it is capable of comprehending everything also. So Patanjali is telling us something some deep here. The Chitta, the mind, does not work alone. It stands between two forces. The first force is the seer, the Purusha, that is the pure consciousness, the silent witness, because it has to give it that power. Then the drishya, the world of experiences, thoughts, emotions, senses, all those kinds of things. Physical, emotional, all kinds of things. It is in between these two. The chitta gets colored or influenced by both. This dual coloring makes it seem like the mind is intelligent. Now he tells what is intelligence and all those things. These external factors and these Purusha, this gets influenced by both. This Chitta gets influenced. That dual coloring, that dual influence by these two makes it, it looks as if the mind is intelligent, as if the mind itself is powerful, as if the mind is knowing everything, and all things, it thinks that is the thing. But he says that is an illusion. It is not the fact. It is an illusion. It is only illusionary, this thing. So think of it like a crystal placed over a red or blue cloth. The crystal appears to be red and blue, but it has no color of its own. The mind is like a crystal. It reflects both the clarity of consciousness, the seer, and the variety of the worldly experiences seen. Note this thing, phrase. The mind reflects both the clarity which the consciousness, that is the seer, that Purusha it has, and also the variety of the worldly experiences, that is the seen. Both it reflects. Imagine you are watching some kind of a movie which is very sad. Your mind feels sadness, even tears also up. You also start crying. Many people who are emotional, particularly ladies, they cry. But who is observing this emotion? It is the Purusha, the witness. Now remove the movie, the emotion disappears. Yet something still exists. The emotion disappears, but the silent observer exists there. In reality, sadness, the drishya, influences your mind. What is happening? The sadness, the drishya, the sorrowfulness or joyous or whatever it influences your mind, and then your conscious presence, the draṣṭṛ, energizes the mind. Come on, go ahead, come on. The mind, chitta, it evaluates, it feels, it reacts. Why? Because it reflects both the drishya and this draṣṭṛ. Now, science, from the scientific angle, the mind is like a central processor that reflects inputs from the outer world, the senses and environment, and the inner observer, awareness. This is what Patanjali, says. Just like AI can process vast data but cannot become self-aware. Similarly, the mind processes thoughts, but it is not self-aware unless lit by consciousness, unless it is influenced, or unless it is powered by consciousness. So traditional the thinkers like Vyasa, he says the mind is like a crystal taking on the color of whatever it is close to, either the seer or the seen. It does not see on its own but reflects perception. It's only like a mirror, it reflects. Sri Swami Vivekananda says the mind is the instrument. It's only a golaka, like thing. When the soul touches it, it becomes capable of receiving knowledge. When it reflects external things, it becomes the perceiver. So the important takeaway here is the mind is not the true seer. It's a bridge between the spiritual and the material. It only appears to know everything because it mirrors both. That is the observer spirit, the observed, that is the world. Freedom in yoga comes from realizing this. That's all. You are not the mind. You are the light that enables the mind to think, feel and perceive. Sri Adi Shankaracharya also says this in his Shataka, one of the Shatakas he says, na buddhir, na cittam, everything, whatever you see, he says it is not. Mano buddhir ahankara, cittam naham, like this it goes on. So viewers, with this episode, with this explanation, we conclude this episode. Please like, share and then subscribe to our channel. Please post your comments after going through the video explanation completely. Thank you.